Oh my, oh my. What is going on, y'all? How y'all doing today, man? Welcome to another Wake and Bake debate. Man, you already know how it go, man. I'm here, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I had a wonderful night, man. I slept pretty well. I slept pretty good, and now we're back at it again. So today, I actually do have a video for you guys that we can follow along, and today's real quick. It's a real quick day. The debate is just a topic that I've kind of been scrolling through. I didn't get a chance to really talk about it, so now I would like to put it out there. All right, so I wanted to talk about this whole Diddy situation that's kind of going on. I think most of us, we kind of know what's going on with this whole Diddy situation. So some of the things that he's being accused for, I don't know. It's hard to deny that they might not be true. You know what I mean? But I would love to get y'all input and feedback, because I really want to know if y'all think that this what he's doing is actually true or not. I'm not sure. So, but we're gonna kind of break it down. So I follow this guy. He's the second top second screen, Anton Daniels, and this is his page and his channel and everything like that. He has a lot of debates that he does, and he has a lot of debates that he does. So I always kind of follow him. He always have these little different dynamics and debates that he got going on. So today they were kind of talking about, I think the girl that's in the beginning is actually the host of it. He normally goes to like different podcasts, different Zoom meetings and everything, and they debate about stuff like this. So they're talking about the whole Diddy situation and how Terrance Howard said that Diddy wanted to have sex with him and everything like that. I mean, there's a lot of artists. There's a lot of celebrities. We can't even say artists. There's a lot of celebrities that are actually saying that Diddy is a fucking, you know what I'm saying, he's a freak ass boy. Like, this is what he do and all of that. So it seems like if more people start coming out and actually saying it, it's like you get to a point where you might probably start to believe it, you know, because it's like, it's more than one head. More than one person is saying it and all of that. If it was just one specific gender saying it, or if it was just one specific industry saying it, then that would be different. But because it's just so broad and there's so many different people and there's so many different things. Plus, you can even watch some of his interviews and some of the things that he say on camera, and you probably might be like, Diddy, you're a little suspect, boy. You're a little suspect, man. I don't know. Like, I might not want to trust. I don't trust myself around you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, don't fall asleep around Diddy. That's all I can tell you. Don't fall asleep around that nigga, because you're going to wake up with your ass hurting. Something going to be fucking hurting on you. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't even going to play that. But we going to hop right into it, and then we just going to come back. I'll do commentary in between, give you my input. It's going to be real short. It's not going to be too long. The whole interview itself is about like 2 hours long, which we're not going to sit here and do it for 2 hours. But I just wanted to kind of, we're going to run the interview that Terrance Howard had. We're going to get some of their opinions, and then that's when I'm going to give you my opinion. And then we're just going to end it for the day, man. Wake and Bake debate. You already know, man. We doing quickies all day, every day. I always got the strength for them, so we're going to keep on rocking. You already know. Salon boy. Let's go.
Interview. It's basically, he talked a little bit about Diddy. So I know some of y'all didn't agree what was coming out about Diddy. Some of y'all was like, no, he's innocent. No,
call that nigga
guilty.
Diddy the green light.
No, he had those parties.
Everything gonna go with him.
You get cash. But let's watch this little video. And I'm gonna be true, Danny. Let's watch this little video and see what your intake is. This is an icebreaker, but you know,
I really want to hear what Anton got to say.
Sometimes, but let's watch this clip.
When you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. Yeah. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that.
You heard him right from the beginning. When you give up your manhood, I've never seen anybody recover from it, man. Shout out to those niggas that are in jail, because them motherfuckers are getting turned out like crazy. Like, that shit crazy, bro. I got somebody that's locked up, and they told me about some dude that they hang with. You know, he was a cool dude and all of that. And he ended up getting his manhood taken because they put him in the cell with the wrong motherfucker. And now that nigga, he ain't even right no more, bro. He be talking about something. He want to take his own life. Like, that shit crazy. You know, that should be detrimental, bro. Let's keep on going, man. I just had to get that out there. That shit crazy.
There was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there, because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Oh, shit.
That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh,
shit.
Okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication.
That nigga Diddy is a hunter. He'll do anything to get you in the room with him. And once he got you in that room, he throwing money, he throwing liquor, he doing whatever for you. And it's over, bro. It's done. Like, whether you consent to it or not, and that shit happens, there is no going back. Because especially when you're like a man, like if something like that happens to you, let's just say like you don't address it. Let's just say you go hang with somebody and they roofied you, or they did some old crazy shit to you, and then you wake up feeling like you got violated. Well, you can't address. You can address the nigga if you want, but it's like whatever you do, they're like, damn, bro, why you snapping like that? Like, yo, why you going off on him? What you gonna say? Like, what the fuck are you gonna say? Nah, man, because I came to this nigga crib. We had some drinks. Next thing you know, I passed out. I wake up and my ass hurting, nigga. I got doo-doo and blood in my drawers. Like, what? You telling me this nigga took you? Nah, man, ain't nobody gonna say that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, best thing to do is to pull yourself away from that situation, or always travel in a pack, man. Always travel with folks. Always travel with motherfuckers that you trust. Like, that's why I like black folks. I mean, I'm kind of switching the subject, but I like black folks because when you sleep around your friends and they black, most of them not gonna fuck with you like that. But if you got white friends, do not fall asleep around those motherfuckers. Do not. Because you don't know what they're who said it who said it the best. Kevin Hart talking about, I said Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle. He said, hey, yeah, what's the name is sleep? Let's stick a carrot up his ass. What? This nigga trusted you to sleep around you, motherfucker. I mean, that shit crazy though. But yeah, man, Diddy is a top gun. He's a shooter, man. When Diddy wants something, Diddy gonna get it. That's why we need to know, did he do it? Like, because there's so many allegations and so many things that are coming out there that are saying that he did, and so many people that are talking about it, so many people that are saying that they had experiences. Just watching some of his interviews, watching some of his videos, watching some of his streams, you can tell that he's a freak Nick boy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I think some of those things are true. I think just from what Terrance always said, I think that experience was definitely true. But he was smart enough to know that, you got to know your value. And that's what he was saying about the people that are in the industry. They become fluid, meaning that they become so passive. They're like, all right, well, you know how like when you didn't have money, you didn't have these people that you were around, and now you become successful, you start hanging around motherfuckers you never really hung around before, doing things that you never do. That's what makes you more open, more vulnerable to start doing things that you might regret later on in life. So you always got to be stoic, man. Keep that manhood, keep your pride, keep your the man, fuck everybody else's feelings, man. Worry about you. But yeah, let's rock out. Let's see what their answers are.
Okay. Terrance Howard says Diddy wanted his manhood. You guys believe him, or do you think they're just trying to lie on Diddy?
It's 100% true.
Look at her.
He wouldn't have got
believe it. I believe it too. Yeah, I believe it.
Let's do one mic. Go ahead, Ty.
I think that it's just. First of all, it's 100% true. I believe everything.
I mean, you weren't there,
but
you don't know what's true and what's not. But I do believe that some of it is true.
How many times men don't have the wherewithal to like stand up for their, like a man who don't stand for nothing to fall for anything, and so to watch him exert himself and say like, I didn't go for that, it's just sad because so many men don't have that story. So many men don't have the story to say I didn't let this happen to me, and then they got the money and they still end up in the same position, sad, miserable, and regretful. So it's unfortunate.
I think he talking from firsthand experience.
Yeah.
Somebody done already got the Terrance Howard, man.
You think he's talking from first experience?
I think he know.
What?
I hope not.
But that's what he's saying. He's saying no one has, and nor Diddy. But it sounds like he's been wanting to tell the story about Diddy for quite some time.
Everybody keep
right on that with it.
So too, I think that he got the opportunity now to tell the story because
Damn, that's
of
a
allegations
good ass
that
allegation
arose,
though. Like, yeah,
But
maybe he's like, all right, maybe Diddy didn't do it, but the producers or the director of Hustle and Flow, I let him hit a few times in order for me to get that main role. I'm just saying.
The first one to admit something like this. Like, he's tried 50 Cent, he's tried The Game, he's tried, he ain't the only one. So that's why I believe him. Other men have come out about Diddy. So.
That's what makes it
or
more believable.
You know, because he got tried.
The fact that you have so many different witnesses from so many
he
different
says
platforms.
He got tried. He's very transparent about the fact that he got tried, and I think that if he's able to recall the event with such conviction to say that it didn't happen, I think a lot of people aren't able to do that. They're not able to come online. Like you've never seen Justin Bieber come and say anything because he can't. It's not like he doesn't want to. I'm sure he probably wants to lie. He wants to sit in front of the camera and say this didn't happen to me, but he can't.
That nigga
Everybody
Bieber
can
can't say nothing.
So
because he took
You
it.
can just tell in his body language, like
damn.
I think he came off
about that. All right, so you probably do have a lot of men that actually did take the Diddy route. You know what I'm saying? Like, they took his offer, and now it's like you got to keep your mouth shut, because if you start going against him, you start speaking on it. This nigga said he recorded everything. You know what I'm saying? So if I go down, all y'all motherfuckers that are turning around saying y'all ain't do shit for me, boy, y'all about to get... I don't even care. I'm already convicted now. I'm already convicted. There's no double jeopardy. You can't convict me again for the crimes that I'm doing. So guess what? Now I'm going to put it all out there. Oh, remember LeBron said he ain't do nothing? Remember Terrance Howard said he ain't do nothing? Remember 50 said he ain't do nothing? Oh, 50 was at the party too, dog. 50 got super, super drunk with the whole G-Unit clique. Them all niggas was spooning in the motherfucking private guest room. You never know. So that's why a lot of artists and a lot of celebrities they're like this. Because they know if they start speaking, Diddy got that proof. Diddy got that proof. But Diddy ain't trying to touch none of that proof until he's either innocent or... If he's innocent, he gonna let it be. He gonna get his money. He gonna do what he gonna do. The motherfuckers that fuck with him, he gonna fuck with them. The niggas that ain't fucking with him, he ain't gonna fuck with them. He gonna keep his head on a swivel now and try to... I'm hoping anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start drinking and you start doing too much and shit, you never know. You get loose. You start making mistakes and all of that. You know, that's why I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. But, he might... That's if he becomes innocent. But if he becomes guilty, Diddy probably gonna be like, yo, fuck that. I'm about to spend years in jail. Man, I'm about to put everybody out there. Male, female, black, white. It don't matter who the fuck you is. Y'all all about to get snitched on.
For sure to me.
I don't think Terrance Howard has
Come
been
on,
the kind of man that has let someone do that, though. Because honestly, I haven't seen him in any of the roles that he said he would never play, as far as the homosexual roles and stuff like that. And he still gets decent roles, but at the same time, too, I guess he probably wouldn't get those $20 million contracts like some of the other actors get when they go into certain roles or whatever. So, I mean, if that's a standard to kind of like measure it by, I can believe him that he hasn't let anybody do that. And I like what he's played for the most part in a lot of his different movies and stuff.
Come on, Anton.
I'm still a little confused. What made y'all think that he actually got some action? Why would he come on national TV saying that?
That's just
I don't think he got any action. Now, I don't believe that part, but I do believe he probably got tested.
He got tested by Diddy, but he got action. It's crazy.
Terrance Howard not no ugly man, so I mean, if Diddy testing some of them, I mean, I don't see why he would try to pass on Terrance. And then that was the whole MO, trying to have somebody come over and, hey, let's work together on this.
Come on, Anton. I see you. You want to
Yeah, like you
talk?
They
said,
said
Diddy
Diddy
came
had
out the
Carl
way.
Winslow, so I don't think he was concerned about the looks and all that.
100%.
It might have been like a power thing for him. You feel me?
Mm.
I don't
Did
know.
anybody else? Anybody else thought he got tested?
I think I believe that there is a probability, but
Come on, Anton.
I also think, okay, so like Cat Williams said it first, like even before the interview, right? I forget what comedy show that was, but that's when he was wearing the big buckles and stuff, and he was like on Comic View. And I remember him making a comment about like these Hollywood parties and whatnot. So when something like that happens of that magnitude, I fall short. I'm not one to 100% believe them, because sometimes it's for different reasons. It's for like an attention reason, a money reason, to promote something. So like with me, I don't really believe, but who am I to say? I'm not there.
I hope he wouldn't
I
use
think
that for
that
clout. No, that's not a clout chasing tactic right there. I don't feel personally. Not one to use as a man anyway, or a woman at that.
All right, the
I
GOAT
think
about to
that
speak.
everybody missed the whole conversation, and I don't know if y'all only seen that clip or if y'all watched the extended, but he spoke about the femininity of men in general, but it wasn't something that he volunteered. It was because Patrick Bet David actually asked him the question about whether or not he had seen certain things or if he had got invited, and so he added extra context. I don't believe that Terrence Howard got tried at all. He just said that this is what he's saying, and then his manager informed him of what he thought, and so he removed himself from the conversation or the environment in general. What Terrence Howard was speaking about was the feminization of men, and he went on to explain about how black men wearing dresses. He went on to explain how people would do stuff on
Damn.
camera and then justify it by saying that I'm acting, or you know what I'm saying, this is just a part of my job and I'm doing it for a check. So he had a broader conversation about the feminization and what is being pushed in our society. I think that that's where the conversation probably should go. I don't really give a fuck about whether or not somebody got tried. It doesn't matter if a guy tried you or not. What matters is whether or not you give in and you give up your ass. That's what really matters. And the biggest part about the conversation really is about whether or not we are being feminized and what would you do for money? Because I don't believe, you know what I think? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that the toughest guys, the ones that are the quickest to say that somebody got tried, is usually the ones that would do something for a check or to do something for some clout. Whenever you usually see people that immediately jump at something and don't look at the full context, those are the people that I usually look at cricket the most. It's not the people that just be like, man, listen, the fuck out of here. I ain't really talking about that. It's usually the people that are really like scary or they quick to accuse somebody else. What I found is usually that's a defense mechanism for a lot of guys that probably have been tried or probably have been touched when they was younger. To be honest with you, real talk.
Okay,
Because
well,
like
that's what we're gonna
just
talk about.
blanket throw that on a nigga for no reason. That don't even make sense. You know what I'm
I mean, he
saying?
said he got tried though.
He didn't say
He
that. He
said
said he was
that he reached
around.
out to him about acting lessons. He came to his house.
He did not
You
say he
feel
got
me? Looked at
tried.
him like he a woman.
He
So,
said that Puff
you feel me?
asked
Like he
him.
just didn't go for it.
He didn't say that he got tried. He never said that he got approached. He never said that Puff said anything about that whatsoever. He said his manager said, I think this is what's going on. And then he said, oh, is that what's happening? All right, well, then I'm just going to cut off contact altogether. That's not what he said. But see, this is the problem. This is
I
the
would
problem.
consider that
This is
somebody
another problem
trying
in our
though.
community is that we play a game of telephone and we translate it to mean something different than what he actually said.
Well, the
Well,
reason
that's
why
what
I
the
don't,
Disney
I can
slide.
understand
And so
that. Okay.
that's what we're talking about. Then that should have been the question posed in the beginning, and it wasn't initially.
See, the GOAT spoke, and the GOAT knows. You know what I'm saying, when the GOAT speaks, the GOAT speaks. So I understand definitely where he's coming from with this. I do think in my opinion, I mean, it wasn't said in this context or anything like that, but I think that some people have tried Terrence Howard. Maybe Terrence Howard probably didn't take those things, but when the girl April was talking about, him getting these $20 million contracts and everything like that, sometimes when you're getting money like that off of movies that aren't really buzzing like that, I believe that you're making some type of sacrifice somewhere. You're giving up something in order to get something else. I could be wrong. Don't judge me on that. I could be wrong, but I really think that there have been people. It might not have been Diddy that have tried Terrence Howard, and he probably was like, "Yo, F out of here, try something like that again." And so he knows from experience. He knows from whether it be directors, producers, whoever, script writers or whoever that's funding him or giving him the money or paying him for these movies and everything like that. But he won't speak on that. He's going to speak on something that, that's actually relevant and that's actually going on, which was the whole Diddy situation and all of that. But, man, I think so the question was, did he do it? Do y'all think that Diddy is guilty of his charges? Jump in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think, because in my opinion, I believe that because just proof-wise, just because there's a big realm, there's a big spectrum of actors, whether it be males, females, that are actually saying that Diddy has done this or Diddy has tried to do this, and then there are people that have been accused and they're like this, they're quiet about it. I really think Diddy has done it, yo. Now, will Diddy get convicted? I probably don't know, but I do believe Diddy is definitely the freakiest boy in the whole in the whole celebrity industry. Like, black freakiest boy ever, man. That Diddy done throw so many parties, and it's crazy, man. So many eyewitnesses accounts, and they all kind of correlate with each other to the point where you like, there's no way this shit can be lied. There's no way that everybody is saying the same thing and have been to different Diddy parties, and it's the same account almost damn near every time. So I really do think that the proof is in the pudding, and Diddy did it. Diddy did it. No. Now if he did it legally, a consensual, that's debatable. You would have to bring proof and evidence towards me, but it is what it is, man. Listen, I appreciate y'all for being here, man. This is Salon Boy Break, aka Break the Lyricist. Onassis Reacts. Y'all already know how it is, man. Wake and bake debate. I'm gonna have another one for y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all guys are enjoying y'all day, man. This is definitely gonna be out on YouTube. Do not forget to follow all of the social media sites. I appreciate y'all. Keep showing love, and if you want to donate, you can always send $1 plus to my Cash App at Navo Kingdom. That's NAVO Kingdom. You already know how we do it, man. I appreciate y'all showing love. Thank y'all. Peace.